The king, having met the emir and the emir consort, now prepares to present the Lord Lieutenant of Greater London, the Prime Minister, Foreign Secretary, Home Secretary, the Lord Mayor of London, and it is from the Tower of London now that the 41-gun salute is taking place. It fired its first shot as the Emir met His Majesty at the top of the steps of that pavilion. He meets the two sheriffs of the city. Chief of the Defence Staff, and the Prince of Wales is making sure that Sheikh Jawaha gets the chance to meet all these people too, who have lined up on behalf of the United Kingdom to underline quite what an important moment it is for our relations with Qatar. Meeting the Major General commanding the Household Division, the Commissioner for Police of the Metropolis, as the title goes, and finally, the Lord Mayor of Westminster. The King will now lead the Emir to the centre of the pavilion, and the national anthem will be played. And the Princess of Wales takes her place as the salute is given. Guard of Honour slopes arms, and then its commander will come forward and ask, or rather invite, the Emir to inspect. It's a big moment for Major Rydian Emlyn Williams, who has been responsible for training his troops, but the words he'll use is, "The Guard of Honour from the 1st Battalion, the Welsh Guards, is formed up and awaiting your inspection. May I have your permission to accompany you, sir, please?" Having given their salute to both the Emir and to Qatar. Now it is the chance for the officer commanding the Guard of Honour to lead the Emir to make this inspection. The guardsmen of the 1st Battalion Welsh Guards and their non-commissioned officers, along with the colour of the 1st Battalion, the King's colour, which will be saluted by the inspecting party as they pass by. The King giving a nod there in salute to what it means as a symbol of the regiment of which he is Colonel-in-Chief and was Colonel for many years as Prince of Wales. And it is now his son, the Prince of Wales, who is Colonel of the Welsh Guards. You'll notice in the side of their bearskin cap there is a plume of white and green. These were the colours of the Tudor family who became kings in the 1490s. And their colours as a family have come to represent Wales and are still borne today by these fine Welsh Guardsmen. Major Rydian Emlyn Williams will now ask leave to carry on as the Emir, having completed his inspection, will return accompanied by the King to the pavilion, where the carriage procession will be formed in order for His Majesty to lead his new guest up to Buckingham Palace, a short distance down the Mall, which we saw the King pass along on his way here just before. As I was saying, they know each other very well, so this next few days will give them both a chance, particularly at the banquet tonight and at lunch today, to talk about the enormous number of family links and connections that have lasted really since the establishment of the Thani family as rulers, and that tradition is a very long one and one that Britain has always kept close links to. Carriages coming forward now. First of all, the Irish state coach, in which the King will travel with Sheikh Tamim and Sheikh Jawaha. It's a chance for the master of the horse, who is the Lord Ashton of Hyde. He hasn't been doing it for long. He's one of the great officers of the kingdom, to step forward and make sure that he sees the King and the Emir into the first carriage. It's a tradition, the masters of the horse, that goes back to medieval times, and here he comes now in the famous red tunic with the gold front, and he'll guide them down the stairs and into the carriage when it's ready, and was responsible really for putting together all the horses required for medieval kings to go to France generally for the battles that took place, as he performs his part. They're quite bouncy things, these carriages. And the king and the emir looking in the direction of travel, and the emir consort just across from them. Of course, had the Queen felt well enough today, there would have been a second carriage for the Queen and for Sheikh Jawaha to be with her too. In the second carriage today, the Prince and Princess of Wales and the Prime Minister, Minister of Foreign Affairs for Qatar, His Excellency Sheikh Hamad bin Abdulrahman bin Jassim Al Thani. And as the procession is ready, the gentleman immediately with his back to us here, the Crown Equerry, will give a salute. And the national anthems of, first of all, Qatar, and then the United Kingdom will be played. The other carriages wait for the divisions of the sovereign's escort to feed in order to protect, in traditional terms, the state visitor as he's escorted back to Buckingham Palace.